This week, Rockstar dropped both parts of the 2021 Halloween update for Red Dead Online. Part 1 was on Tuesday, which featured the Halloween changes like discounts, bonuses, which are typical, plus the returning Fear of the Dark Halloween Showdown mode, with also the new Halloween-themed Call to Arms maps that are featured in entirely new locations. Then, on Thursday, we had Part 2 release with Halloween Pass 2. Now, most folks, I'm sure, formed an opinion immediately on the update, but I wanted to visit this topic with you all now and in this community post video, and to showcase what players really think of the Halloween update in Red Dead Online. Did it meet expectations for you? Did it exceed expectations? Was it complete garbage? We're going to be talking about all of this in this video here today. Massive shout out to everyone who participated in my community post on YouTube and took the time to give their own genuine response. It took a ton of time, but I really enjoyed reading all 250 plus comments on your thoughts, and there's so many diverse opinions out there, so hopefully this video reflects and captures that same energy. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on today's video, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Starting off, Brandino999 says, I'm just shocked that they didn't add at least one spooky looking horse mask in the Halloween pass. Now, he makes a great point because I think this is something, and this is a theme that ran true in so many of these comments. This was brought up the most, more than anything else, was the fact that we got no horse masks in this Halloween pass. Last year we got some, and that's really like the last time we got any horse masks in the game, because before that they would come with previous Outlaw passes or with other DLC updates. You know, Frontier Pursuits, we got a few of them. I think we got 3, maybe even 4. But since then, it's just tapered off, where now we're not getting any limited stock clothing. We're not getting any horse masks either. And I think if that's something that you were expecting and you didn't see the leak videos on kind of what confirmed content was coming with this Halloween pass, and rightfully so that you would expect a horse mask if you didn't catch the leaks, then to not see it in the Halloween pass is going to make you kind of upset and be disappointed. So that was definitely the thing that rang true most, and that's also one of the things that I would really want to take off points for the Halloween pass for, is the fact that Rockstar didn't even include one in a different style, none of that. They didn't even reuse any assets and basically just try and change small cosmetics up. They just didn't introduce anything at all, which is a problem. Now, moving on to Mendez506, he says, it's okay. The best items are definitely the Skull Lantern and the Pump Action Shotgun variant, and those are probably my 2 favorite things as well. Maybe also have like the Skull Gauntlets and the gloves as well. Like the Pump Action Shotgun variant and the Skull Lantern are probably my tops from this Halloween pass as well. If I had to pick one, it would be the Skull Lantern, just because that's the first time we've ever seen something like that here in game, where they've given us something like that completely. What would have been nice, and I saw a few people bring it up as well, and we talked about it on stream, is it would have been cool to see that horse lantern, or to see that lantern also come for your horse as well, considering the horse lantern in game right now is essentially just the normal lantern that your character's holding. It's just tied around the horse, and it's not on a chain that you're actually holding on your own character. So they could have totally brought it for the horses as well, for the horse lanterns, but nonetheless, having a candle inside of a skull to light the night is pretty cool in my opinion. And then when it comes to the Pump Action Shotgun variant, I do prefer that one a little bit over the Trader Pump Action Shotgun variant, so I'm going to probably use that one a little bit. You know, I have my own weapon medals for the Pump Action Shotgun, which I'll probably just use more often than not, but when I do get bored of using that and I just want to switch it up just a slight little bit, I'll probably check out the Halloween one as well. But with that in mind, comparing that to the Rolling Block Rifle variant from last year, that blew it out of the water for the Pump Action Shotgun variant. I don't think the Pump Action Shotgun variant is better than the Rolling Block one from last year. Yes, I know they're 2 different weapon variants and 2 different weapons, but nonetheless, that one, the Rolling Block, had like some gold and some purple like enamel in there, and it was just really cool, whereas the Pump Action Shotgun variant, there's really nothing that special about it. It's got a cool spider on the stock engraving, which is kind of nice, and then of course you have like the cobweb type of engraving and varnish and all that. So let's move on to the next comment coming here from Nutty the Squirrel. He says, would have really loved to have a horse mask and some new manes and tails, and for the pass to go to 25 levels at least. So of course, we've talked about horse masks. That's something I think we all would have wanted from this pass, but that's interesting that he brought up new horse manes and tails. We had a few of them in Quick Draw Club variations. It would have actually been really cool to get one with the Halloween pass, you know, kind of leaning more towards the mysterious and the thematic, having maybe like in like a bright orange glowing mane or tail, or having it be fire, because your horse's hooves are on fire there in the Call to Arms mode, and it would have been cool to see that in the free roam as well, even just if we had it for a limited time or something like that. But then in regards to the horse mane and tail, I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's something I would like to see. You know, we had the mysterious and the like legendary mounts, which were all very unrealistic in Red Dead Redemption 1, that everyone thought were really cool, no one had a problem with, and I would kind of like to see this game kind of lean into that a little bit more. Obviously, I don't want any flying horses, but I would like something cool, like for Halloween, in free roam, have your horse's hooves be lit on fire like you see in the Call to Arms mode. I like how they did that. I would have liked to see it in the free roam though. And then in regards to what Nutty said about the pass going to level 25, of course this year's it only went to 15, last year's it went to 25. We definitely got more value out of last year's pass, so it's a little bit disheartening to see that them kind of scale back on that. You know, usually as time progresses and we go through more content in games, developers try and take things above and beyond. Rockstar gives bigger and bigger and crazier stories with their story mode games and their single player experiences. Well, then when it comes to Red Dead Online content and the multiplayer of Red Dead Redemption 2, we see them go big. More so right from the start with Frontier Pursuits, the first major DLC update, and then they've been scaling it back ever since with Moonshiners. Then it's just one role, then we have the Naturalist and the Bounty Hunter expansion, then we just have Blood Money, which isn't even a role in itself, and now with this Halloween Pass, it's less special than the Halloween Pass 1 from 2020, but overall I still think it's okay. It's just got, I think, some problems that we really are trying to nail down in this video. Now moving on to the next response, Yasmin says the Call to Arms modes are fun, the pass and overall update is underwhelming. I think that's going to ring true for a lot of people as well. I personally really enjoy those Call to Arms modes. I like what they did with the ambiance of all the maps. Butcher's Creek is crazy scary. I think if you guys haven't played on that one yet, it's just super cool. It's like, it totally puts you in the mood for Halloween, and I like what they did with the modes. I like how we have the undead kind of like, or they're not undead, but the Rockstar calls them the dead, and they're those cult member enemies in the Call to Arms modes. I think that was a great touch, but of course something we all would have loved were to see actual zombies and have more of an undead overrun style survival mode. I think, you know, it's just so on the nose. I was hoping Rockstar would pull something like that off, but once we saw the leaks from the Halloween Pass and in the game files having the dead enemy members and then the ones that would spawn in at later rounds, it really wasn't shaping up to be an undead overrun, which was really disappointing. And then of course when the update came out this week, that was officially confirmed that it was just going to be more of that stuff and nothing like undead overrun with actual zombies. But nonetheless, Call to Arms is definitely the highlight for me of this update. Halloween Pass 2 coming in a close second, and a little underwhelming. It's underwhelming in the sense that I would have hoped they would have tried to one-up themselves from the first Halloween Pass, but they actually scaled it back, and so that definitely, in my opinion, is not the best idea for them to have done. Now, Baghead420 says, bruh, I was hoping for 25 levels like the previous passes, not 15, though it's all really cool. So he likes the pass, would have liked more levels. That's something I think we all can agree on. And when we're comparing it to last year's pass, how do you guys feel about the actual comparison of content? So this year we have the pump action shotgun variant compared to the rolling block rifle variant from last year. We can't compare, you know, Moonshiner bar themes because last year we got the gothic Moonshiner bar decor, whereas this year we didn't get one at all. We didn't get anything. We couldn't decorate our camp. You know, I think we don't need necessarily 2 Halloween themed Moonshine bar decors, but it would have been cool. Last year we got the Moonshine theme, and then for this year to get like a camp theme. We haven't had a new camp theme in this game in a while. The Naturalist role didn't feature a camp theme. The Moonshiner role didn't feature a camp theme. Blood Money didn't feature a camp theme. The Bounty Hunter expansion didn't feature a camp theme. Of course, we have a normal Bounty Hunter camp theme, but we haven't had one of those literally since Frontier Pursuits, and so that would have been cool to see Rockstar bring back as well. And if we had maybe 5 or 10 extra levels to the pass, who knows? Maybe that's something that we would have received here in game. But I think with all that said, that's all we have time for today. There's so many more comments from you guys that I wanted to read, but I want to thank you to everyone for either contributing to the poll or taking time out of your day to write a response in the comment section. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.